For some of China's young people, the annual Chinese New Year holiday means going home and facing a barrage of questions from family members regarding dating and marriage. Some are even resorting to hiring boyfriends and girlfriends to prevent their parents from harassing them. Next on China View, we'll take a look at this occasionally stressful part of the holiday.
Like most newlyweds, Xu Yifang and Li Fang are desperately in love. They like to compromise, never quarrel, and generally agree on most things. Except this one thing.
The distance between each of our parents is quite far. It would be the first time that I've not spent the Lunar New Year with my own parents. I feel rather uncomfortable and unsettled. As suggested, we celebrate the festival independently this year with our own parents, but my husband didn't agree.
It's one of the age-old bugbears for couples, where to spend important festivals like Christmas and New Year's. In China, it's traditional for newlyweds to spend the first Spring Festival with the husband's parents. But with the one-child policy resulting in millions of single-children families, it's causing waves in the ultra-family-orientated country.
Newlywed couples are asked to visit all the relatives of the husband during the Lunar New Year. And these relatives will give us treats and meet the bride. And this normally lasts for the whole holiday.
I beg to differ. In his mind, I'm married to him and I'm the daughter-in-law of his parents. So I must sacrifice spending the festival with my own parents. My parents are looking forward to seeing me and us enjoying meals together. But he told me I had to stay in his hometown until the end of the holiday.
After several days of quarreling, Paul Li and Xu finally reached a compromise.
We decided to stay at my parents' home for the first 3 days, and then spent the last few days with her parents.
Xu and Li are not alone. China's young are feeling the weight of expectation associated with the most important event on the country's festival calendar. It's being dubbed homebound fear, a term used to describe the multitude of anxieties young people suffer during Chinese New Year. The modern phenomena of China's migrant workers means many must undertake long train journeys in order to reach their hometown. Securing a ticket, spending up to 35 hours on a train, and shelling out thousands on gifts for parents and relatives, it's enough to make them wish the new year had arrived already. And then there's that dreaded question.
My parents always ask me when I'm getting married. So sure, there's pressures associated with going home. Things like going on a blind date aren't popular with the younger generation, and for us, there's no rush to get married. I'm still young, and it ends up causing arguments between us.
I always get pushed by my parents to find a girlfriend. So I have got pressure. Because I have been focused on my career for so long, and it's about time I did find someone. So I do feel stressed about meeting my parents and relatives.
So stressed out are they about the inevitable marriage question, many young Chinese are now opting to rent a boyfriend or girlfriend for the holidays. The click of a button brings up a whole host of online services, willing to play matchmaker and satisfy even the most formidable parental inquisitors.
No problem. There are many single women in Shanghai. They need a boyfriend temporarily to satisfy their parents. I understand that.
When they're not being quizzed about getting married, there's that other dreaded question.
I feel stressed because I haven't found a decent job yet. I've just graduated from university and I've been worrying about this for a while. Thinking about marriage is not such a problem for me just yet.
With more than 3 billion trips expected to be taken over the 40-day festival period, trying to secure a train ticket over Spring Festival requires Herculean efforts.
It's so hard to get a ticket to travel back home, and this year I missed out.
And if you do manage to get a train ticket, a person returning home without having earned enough money or not bearing enough gifts is considered to have lost face in front of neighbours and friends. It's a term used to describe the shame and embarrassment suffered by someone thought to affect their standing among their peers. Many young Chinese would rather avoid all the gossip by simply not going home.
It costs me thousands to buy presents for my grandma and gifts for the children in our family. When you take into account presents, snacks, and toys, it costs me hundreds altogether.
Lucky for China's youth, Chinese New Year only comes around once a year.